Colts get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And his first look is incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle
That's so
that
rude.
as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Are you fucking kidding me?
First down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game?
Bro, I thought it was the throw. I thought it was bro. Oh my God.
You want to make an opening drive statement.
Well,
yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
That's so my fault.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. They'll run with Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Ebron caught left side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on.
Come on, why the fuck are you so inaccurate?
Yeah, give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Well, that's complete to
It's your
Sanders.
fucking block.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A fake to give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flush to his right. This is Smith to the ground. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about.
This man really had to come at me.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's out to the
why do you keep running?
He'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons
Man, so I'm good.
everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Brandon Graham's the beast.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
There's no way you can get back.
He's got
It
Branson, his tight end. And he'll go out
hard.
of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
rock the shit out of him.
Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh my God.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guys set up 1st and goal.
Gibson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Oh
And this throw
my
a
God.
bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Trying to get it
No
to
way. No way. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That pick hurts a little extra because it's 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They have those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake.
Oh my God.
Pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Philly.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Colts nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7.
That was nasty.
The 30 to the 32. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd
Absolutely.
make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such
What animation?
to get the football first in each and every situation. So these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. He's to the 10.
Yo, bro, that weekend.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll set up to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forces his eyes down to see the rush, it's time to make a break for it.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
He
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive,
oh my God, bro.
That confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, there's Rager. A nice grab. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline.
Bro. God.
Completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh my God.
Intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And Sanders has got it complete. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They go play action with Hurts. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down.
What?
They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hash. This from 46. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh.
That's complete to Robinson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Gibson, and shedding a man at the 40. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Bitch.
Over the middle. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the form.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Antonio Gibson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago.
Oh, got me.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Third quarter here at Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He'll dump that off to
Hey, why did you hit him?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32.
Oh.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, you just get a feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this one taken to the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Elliott is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
the rookie?
the thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
No.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as
you beat me.
other throws.
He's going to let
I recovered. No, I didn't.
He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was trying to throw it. He's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts.
Why?
This one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Philly.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
I have nothing.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
No.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Why is it making me do this?
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Once more, Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go.